with sermon is, for years, we didn't buy anything for each other at Valentine's Day. We just would go out to eat and go out. And you know, the thing was, I told you about 5 years ago, God told me I need to treat her more like a princess. I share with you guys, she's my princess. I love her. She makes me excited to think about it. The same touch, maybe the same as it was 25, 26, 27, 1988 when we started dating. All the way back then. It feels just as good now as it did then. It's absolutely awesome. But so anyway, God said, you need to do something special. So one day, on a whim, I went over to Walmart. And this is Valentine's Day. I did what them guys were doing at IGA this morning. And I went in and I bought flowers and candy and a great big card and teddy bears, and went down the aisle and got all of our favorite chicken and the biscuit crackers with the cheese that you squirt on top of them. Man, I got every kind of potato chip, candy, piled all that stuff at home, and she came in. I'm thinking, yeah. Here's what I got. Oh my God, wait! Wow, Lord, that's not the way I pictured that. You know what I wanted to do? I spent $168. I didn't think that. That was not on my mind. And so I sat this thing, and so she came out, after she calmed down, I said, first of all, you know, I'm a male species. And so I had to say those words. I just said, you know, you just ruined my Valentine's Day. That's I was calling, canceling reservations and everything I knew my day before. I said, you upset me because you make me think that you think that I would love you because I didn't buy you anything. I said, I don't want you to buy me anything. And she's like, well, I should have. I said, no, we agreed not. I'm a man, I'm supposed to buy for you guys. This is the guy when we started dating in high school. Because I was so smart, I didn't have any classes in the afternoon. I got to deliver her stuff to class. And we shut the class down to bring her stuff. I was bringing wagons load of stuff. And y'all, I was poor. I blessed God for Gertrude being alive there. She bought all that stuff for Christmas. Amen. I've always tried to pretty make my little princess. She said, but no, you don't understand me. I said, no, okay, fine, I'm fine. She said, well, from now on, if we say we're not buying anything, we're not buying anything. We'll, you know, because I get feet rubs and things like that. We'll go out and some movie or whatever. I said, okay, baby, no problem. Last Valentine's Day, Cameron can't stand it. He called. He said, Dad, I'm telling you, you got to buy Mom something. She's went all out. I said, no, we agreed on presents. I'm not, you're not, because my kids do this to me at Christmas. And maybe, I've been made a fool of for several years. My wife is, so anyway, I said, I'm not buying her anything. We got an agreement. I'm not buying her anything for Valentine's Day. And I did. And I walked in the house, and the counter was full. And here she is. Cameron, come over. Told you! I told you! She won. And I promise you in Jesus' name, his weekend wasn't good as mine. I'm wise. And I kept my $168 in my billfold. I've learned. This year, just so that y'all know, over the years, I bought her a washer, a dryer, and a vacuum for Valentine's Day. I'm a real hopeless man. I can't help it. This year, I bought her a clothes basket. Trying to get one across the middle. This year, I bought it because it was pink. I was on the phone with Glee and Glee said, don't do it! And so I bought a great big pink clothes basket. It's beautiful. It's between a pink and a pink and a pink. It's somewhere between Terry's shirt and just mixed in with it. I mean, it's really nice. It's awesome. I like your shirt too, Terry. And I tell you, and so what I did inside, I bought chicken and biscuit crackers and chocolates, not Valentine's chocolate, kind of sheets every day, because I buy them every day. God says, it ain't nothing in my house for me to go out at 8:45 at night and run a Dollar General, and they laugh at me because I'll go in and I'll get Red Hots and Gobstoppers and almonds, Snicker almonds until my wife likes it. So what I did yesterday, something I won't do any other day, so I qualified within the realms of our agreement to not have bought her anything. And she bought me 3 pounds of Reese's yesterday, going on trying to lose weight. So Friday night we had an awesome time. We adult baby had a dance, and so we went to that, and we had oysters at home, and last night we had homemade soup at night, and we'll eat something for what we did. So we've chosen this year to do it cheaper, to hang around the house together, and save that money for vacation stuff. We like to do that, and be smart with it. Everybody needs to do what you need to do. But my thing is this: don't wait till one day out of the year to tell somebody I love you. I wish anything. I'll tell you, one thing my children can tell you is their daddy's going to tell them, He loves them. And it's not just on Valentine's Day. My wife knows I love her. And I bet you, 99.9% of women in the church know I love my wife. But I shouted about that. That's Princess, right? That's First Lady Crystal. And we go to the sanctuary. I can't grab you a picture of me and her right there, right walk in. 60 foot tall. It'll be up that way. It'll be on this side of the church preacher. It'll be on this side. I'll get you on me with that. But you know, the thing is this. He's your princess, isn't he? Love her. I bet you this morning you already had your Valentine. You just said, I love you. We should tell her every day. And I had this talk yesterday with my wife and my daughter and a friend talking. I love you should mean more than just saying I love you. I love you is supposed to hurt. We got our youngins on this. I love you. They don't love nothing. They self-centered. I'm telling you, just like they always been. Just like we was, ain't they? Don't love nothing. Yeah. I tell you, my daughter knows. I tell you, I know when something's up. I was like, hey, I love you. She wants to know. She jumped down, Daddy, you need to rub your feet. Something's up. But it's supposed to be, I can see it coming. When I walk in, I can tell when my youngins have messed up because my wife's even more sweeter than she regularly is. Preparing me and prepping me. I got so many children I got to keep on talking about. I will. But Valentine's Day goes hand in hand. Here I'm going to read the scripture today. I preach the same for years. And I'm not going to preach the entire sermon as I have in the past. But I mean, it all of a sudden so easy to preach the same Valentine's. I'm not going to use any other scripture but one. I'm going to change a little bit of things about it. I preached the very first time I preached it at Lake Swamp Baptist Church, and that was 10, 12 years ago, 15 years old, 2000. Man, I'm getting old, Mac. It's been a long time, man. I thought 2001, 2002. I preached how to keep your love tank full. And it went over very well because that church, the husbands and wives didn't always sit together. They didn't ride together in church. They didn't like each other. They just, really. But on Valentine's Day, when I preached that sermon, they were sliding closer together. And for long, I seen arms right there and holding hands. You know, and I shared all these things that most pastors are totally uncomfortable talking about. You know, because I've read lots of books on men and women in relationships. I want to be all I can for my wife. I'll be all I can for the Lord. And I couldn't find out, you know, for the majority of the times, you know, women, there's an emotional connection. Men, we're all physical. And I've never forgot this. He left this world harsh milk. As tough as he was, Mac. And I was sharing all these things, and he was just sitting there nodding his head. And I looked at him and I said, Mr. Miller, sometimes us men, we just want to leave lights on, don't we? And he busted out laughing. That's the only time he ever laughed all the time I was there. But men are physical, we want to see. What comes with their eyes? When you talk about it, it ain't always good for us, what comes with their eyes. But that's where it comes in. We'll read this to you this morning. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 5. 1 Corinthians, I'm sorry I didn't give this one first got it right away, but 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 5. As Paul was writing to the church of Corinth, he's laying out some stuff for us. Matter of fact, I'm going to begin reading verse 1 to lay it out a little bit. Basically, if you were going to look at it, it's like Paul's giving some instructions on how marriage should be in a Christian home. Now, so 1 Corinthians chapter 7, I'll focus on verse 5, and we'll start reading 1. Now, concerning the things whereof you write unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto the husband. The wife hath not power over her own body, but the husband, and likewise also the husband hath not the power of his own body, but the wife. Verse 5. Defraud ye not one the other, except it be with consent for a time, that you may give yourselves to fasting and prayer, and come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency. Father God, I tell you today we love you. Daddy, you're awesome. I thank you, Lord, for a time we come together and share the word, Lord, to break the bread of life, to laugh, to look at our lives, God, and to, Lord, to see where we're at, where we need to be, examine ourselves and move to that place. And God, I thank you for salvation through your Son, Jesus. And Lord, I know that you love us and he loves us, and you both love us enough not to leave us where we're at, but you want us to a place and point, God, where we be used of you. And I pray this morning, God, that it happen exactly in this service, Lord. And whatever that someone needs to hear this morning, to draw them to the cross, God, I pray, Lord, let it come out of my mouth. God, let someone be touched from this message today. God, if there's a marriage in our midst that is struggling today, I pray in the name of Jesus, Lord, this could draw it together. God, if there's a relationship in a young couple or an older couple, a dating relationship, whatever it may be, God, that needs to hear this, God, I pray in the name of Jesus, they hear it, grasp it, take it, and run. But Father, have your will and way, I pray in Jesus' name. Amen. So what that says is this. Basically, we get married, we take vows. We don't take vows very seriously. I take vows seriously. Every time I read them, I got all the pieces inside. You don't have people say, well, you're going to do that couple? Absolutely. I'm not taking the vows. I'm just giving to them for them to repeat and for them to mean them, and it's them, between them and God in that relationship. Unless there's a situation where I know that someone can't take the vows before God, if somebody, is like, if somebody's an atheist, they're not going to those vows. My father going to get involved in that. If I know someone's trying, I'm not saying they're perfect. We all sinners, saved by grace, the ones who have made the profession of faith. But, we all started somewhere, but, if one take the vow seriously, I always try to be a part of that. Well, what happens here, Paul lays out that the husband and the wife will become one. No longer I'm just one person. When I act, do, and think, I'm acting, doing, and thinking for Crystal and myself. Getting totally off the point, guys, it's an absolute truth. Every year, when we go to vote for an election, if you live in my house, you sit down and talk about it. We don't need to go out here and all set each other's votes. Our votes need to matter. And we don't always agree, but what we do, we talk about it. And I tell you what, on election day, what I'm excited about is the Chevys all load up and go up there to where Dave works at, and we line up and we get the vote. I mean, really, it's a big deal to me. And I'm proud that my kids means a big deal to them. But that's something we talk about. And guys, the thing is, in the majority of our homes and in the church, and I know in church we can't discuss politics or point towards any one individual, but call me at the house and talk about it. But I can't do it here. But what we can do is talk about love and marriage. And what's hurt the church every year is what we consider taboo, the world jumped all into. And they talk about it. And what pastors do, they're scared to say the word sex and relations and all these things. And it's laid out right in the very Word of God. I mean, you want to read the best romance novel ever? Grab the Song of Solomon. Because you know it. Because what you think it's saying, it is saying in Jesus' name. I told Clea yesterday, we were laughing. I remember I asked Pastor Alvin Jackson, I said, Pastor, in the book here, in Psalm, right here, what's he talking about? And he looks at exactly what you think he's talking about. Okay. And I consider him an authority on the Word of God. He knows that Word. Because I didn't want to have to stand up here and wonder one day, was I reading this stuff right? And so I tell you what, go home and be all these songs. Go home and tell us she's got the nickel. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how far you go with that, but I think it's right. It worked for him. Talking about skin color and all these kind of things. It's an awesome book of the Bible, I'm telling you. So, the thing is, you've got to bring these things out and talk about them. Sometimes they're uncomfortable situations. I promise you, the pastor up here is totally uncomfortable. We start talking about these things, but it needs to be talked about. Because in our marriage today, right now, for the first time a few years ago, divorce inside the church is right there along with the divorce outside. And here's the thing, if anyone in this room is divorced, that is not an insult to you. We're God's children. We all got mistakes in the past, and a lot of them we didn't make, the ones we were with made them. And I always tell people, I had a pastor in an argument one time, and I'll tell you what, not every marriage that was put together by God. That's a fact. We can sit down and debate that for months. And I just keep saying you're wrong. I tell you the Word of God. Because God said the marriages that He put together, let nothing, no man put themselves. And they won't. They say you ain't going to have battles. I can tell you, hell ain't going to come against you. But I can tell you what, it will prevail against you. And I'll tell you, because Satan will attack the home. Because here's the thing. Satan, he ain't going to attack the church hell. He's going to attack God in his house. In your house. Richard, you go in there and attack someone in your house. Through your wife, his finances, whatever he does. And he's going to try to break down piece by piece. Because, believe it or not, Satan helped write that book, How to Eat an Elephant. Bite by bite. If you look at a task of putting something together real big, you know where you go. If you break it down into small modules, you will accomplish your task. And that's like how Satan works. He's not stupid. He knows the very thoughts that are dragging you down. Like, you know that? He knows it. And he'll rip us apart with them. He gets you by yourself. Oh, I say, don't get no idle mind. Stay busy. You by yourself. If you're watching TV, have your phone, put on a Bible app. On a commercial, read your Bible. Find time. I'm telling you, you can find time for it if you'll try. Paul says, basically here, defraud you not one from the other. Or he county layman's terms, husbands and wives, don't hold out on each other. Every man will scream amen. Thank you. You don't want to get in trouble, you sit right beside me. The Bible teaches that husbands and wives are to have relations. And when I preached that a long time ago, I said, it basically said defraud. I said Paul was saying every day. No. I don't like to go to the gym every day. I love fried chicken, but I don't want to eat it every day. But you know what I don't get tired of? Is holding hands. I tell you what, guys, last Sunday, say what you want people might have done everything. When I left here yet last Sunday, I was wore out. My feet hurt. I was as wet as anybody in this church. And we went home back. Crystal got us in the couch. I got us in the couch. Took about an hour and a half nap. That was it. There was no intimacy involved whatsoever, but we were holding each other. Even though it was feet locked up on each other. I think I get it. Amen. So what Paul's saying, here's the thing, guys. And I'm talking to guys, but gals too. When you are intimately involved and connected with your spouse, it's easier not to mess up when you're by yourself. If your love tank's full, that means that you've been spending time with mama and men. You ain't looking at that little girl walking by with her breast hanging out top of her shirt with her shirt's cut too low. You're not looking at all that. You're like, Lord, thank you for what I got in the house. You're not looking at it because I tell you, I'm going to beat somebody. I didn't go in last summer because the sharks were so bad. I'm a big fat white guy. They'll just tear me up. And they'll look at me. That's a punch right there. We'll have a buffet. So I didn't go out and walk. For years I loved it. Here's the thing. You go out there at the wrong time, you can see much half-naked women. But if everything's right at the house, I'm going to go swimming. I ain't worried about it. And I found out in my life, God always gives me comic relief as a pastor. I still remember to this day, and I've shared it. I'm not going to share the whole story. I remember seeing, there's all these women, and here's the thing, you see some pretty women, you always got that guy that's got to get in amongst them. And that guy having that leopard print. That thing was cut right here. And every leg hole and hole in them drawers had a hair hanging out of it. And I said, thank you, Jesus! Paul says the thing is, don't hold out from each other. Except if it's a time for fasting and prayer. And I used to tell my wife, baby, you must fast all the time. Well, you sure got an intimate relationship with the Lord, all that fasting you got going on. Serious praying time. But say that jokingly, but really, there comes a time fasting and prayer, nothing's more important. But in your home and in your relationship, the thing you have control over is your relationship with you and your wife, and you work on those things. And guys, here's the thing. There's so many reasons for it, because I'll tell you what it does. Paul tells us over the book of Romans, this is one of the great scriptures. If you come down to Romans 1, 12, 1 and 2, you go down and it says, make foolproof your ministry. That's how you do it. Keep things right. I got people always say, well, right over yonder, that grass is greener on the other side. You always hear that. I'm going to try that grass over yonder. Well, I'm telling you, y'all got a moment, we'll walk to the door. And what you'll find out, where's the greenest grass in this church? And what's it full of? Amen. That's why the grass is greener. It's been fertilized. You fertilize that in the house, it'll get green too. So you got to invest in a relationship. And here's the thing. You ain't always going to like the investments you got to put into it. What do you mean, preacher? Guys, I don't like watching some television shows. But I watch them anyway. Because my wife likes it. I think if you got lifetime at your house, cut it off. That thing's straight from the pits of hell. I'm telling you. Lifetime and Oprah messed up in your marriage. Walking Dead ain't hurt none of them. I think if we could just buy EMC here at the church, we ought to have it. In our relationships, guys, we got to invest. I mean, sometimes, guys, I hate to go shopping. Glenn, I hate it. I can't stand seeing movie and spin. Amen. I can't. Oh, I'll tell you. When I go shopping at Walmart, I walk in, I know what I want. I buy the biggest shirt they got or the biggest drawers and walk out. My wife. It's like shopping with Don. Don's gonna look at everything. Every year I know I'm gonna get a steak at Christmas. I gotta go to Victoria's Secret look at every pair of panties in there. 45, the men won't even ride with us, Don. They want to make sure we're done. But that's all right. I mean, but think of my wife. I'll give you there, got him laughing. That's what I need to do. But here's the thing. My wife sometimes wants me to go shopping. How's this look? I love it. Let's get that. Now, you ever shopping this week? Does she ever spend an hour or so in her favorite department store and not buy anything? I come unglued. I manage production. That means something's got to be throughput. Throughput's got to keep going. And if I spend an hour and a half in that store and try on 5 outfits and she ain't buying nothing, that poor lady's hung up all them clothes for nothing. Okay, babe, where are you going to go? Now, y'all tell her all that. The next time we go shopping, the whole time in her mind's like, he's wishing we'd leave. I ain't gonna get asked to go back shopping no time soon. We were in Florida last trip. My wife said she was going to the Florida Mall. I said, how you get there? I'm driving there. I was like, okay. Florida Mall about 36 miles. It's on I-4. Everybody been on I-4 in the morning? Yeah. I thought about a thing. I said, I love my daughter. I'm going on I-4 to the mall. My wife been calling me. Tom, we get too far. We missed the turn, something. Paul says this when you go down to this, I speak with permission, not a command. Paul says, men, I'd have you be as I am. And I would tell you, I understand that as a pastor, and I would take nothing from my wife and my children. But the things in my life that do limit me at times is family. Because I am a daddy, I'm a husband, and they are going to get their time. That's a fact. Because I was a husband and a daddy before I was a pastor. So they're going to get theirs. Because I'm obligated to pastor them first. But Paul said, if I didn't have to worry about them, I could do whatever. But Paul said, basically Paul lost his family. When he went from being Saul to being Paul, he had to worry, Paul had a funeral and everything, hired mourners and everything, very young. And so I got to look back at it, I go forward to do what I got to do. And sometimes family ties you down with God, but here's the thing. Paul says, if it's going to make you burn, then get married. And I want to share very quickly, guys, sex outside of marriage is fornication, it is sin, God does not honor it, and it will hinder your prayer life. I want to say, guys, sex is great within the confines of marriage. And amen in here. You know what? Our world lives like hell, and we don't care what's going on in our house. I went and watched a movie yesterday, which should have been a great movie, and I couldn't watch it or didn't enjoy it for all the cuss words and profanity and the nudity and the references in it. It broke my heart. It's a comic book movie. Because I tell you what, kids are going to flock and watch Deadpool. They love Deadpool. I went and watched Deadpool yesterday. I bet I heard 300 F-bombs in it. Down the line, probably, at least that means I got so unnerved, and I wanted to enjoy the movie. Our children are going to look at that. That's a Marvel superhero movie. Let's go inside. And the pubs, come home today and the internet and find out about that movie. It's the fastest R-rated movie to break 130 million in 2 days. Thursday, Friday, and Friday, and Saturday. America, guys, I'm telling you, we want to take America back. We've got to make a stand inside the church and sin and call it that and don't respect it and revere it and lift it up. And we got to teach our youngins, not when they're teenagers, but when they're little bitty babies, and talk about some uncomfortable things with them and lay it out. Because I want you guys to know something right now, and I'll say this out loud. My daughter's purity means a lot to me. And you ask her, we talk about that in a public restaurant. And it's an uncomfortable conversation with her. And I promise you, I need value before I start. Because she needs to know how I feel. And she also needs to know her daddy is approachable, because sometime in life she's going to mess up. And she's going to let me down, let God down, but it ain't the end of the line. It'll be the end of the line. When I was back 17, married with a young old boy, God been done with me, and he wasn't done with me. Now, he didn't plan things out for me to go and sin and get that lifestyle, but you know what he said? God saw the end. And the only thing, guys, if I could change in my life, but I love what's made me be what I am today. but I wish I could be this when I was 17 or 18. And have that many more years for Christ. You ever think about Jason, what if we could be 16 today? Know what we know. I wish I could feel like I was 16 again and know what I know. I'd be rich. Retire and raise millions for the glory of the Lord. Amen. But I didn't get down by hands, so I'll be poor, raise my youngest for the glory of the Lord. And work on 9 years, Jesus calls me home in the rapture. Amen. But folks, I want to tell you this last thing. I don't care what you're going through and what's going on in your home, your finances, whatever it may be. I don't care what the situation is. Preacher, you don't know. I think you don't know mine either. I got as much going on as anybody in here right now, some of you know it. It's a struggle time. But I've read the end of the book right there. And I know who wins. And I know whose side I'm on. And life's going to give me some hands something I do not like. Not me, the pastor, will tell you this, but not all else. Life stinks and it sucks sometimes. I shouldn't say, but it does. But I know still on the throne who can handle some things. God ain't gonna make me do nothing. But I tell you what, He can put enough stuff around me, Dean, to make me wish I had it, like you said yesterday. And I like that way Dean worded that yesterday. God put some circumstances and things in place to allow you to get where you're at. Same here. I thank God for people I've met along life's way. But yes, you guys stand there. This is an important part. Men and women, today I know it's Valentine's Day. Make sure you set aside some time and take this day as an example for every day of your life.